There are so many ways to say sorry in English, and each one has a slightly different meaning. For example, if you tell me you're ill, and I say, "Oh, I'm sorry," that means I sympathize with you and hope you get better soon. But if you accidentally step on my toes and say, "I'm sorry," that means, "Oops, that was my fault. I didn't mean to do it." And then if you don't really feel sorry, you might say, "Oh, I'm so sorry," in a sarcastic tone, which means the exact opposite. You're not really sorry at all. In this video, I'll teach you how to say sorry in both formal and informal settings, so you'll always know the best way how to apologize depending on the situation. We'll start with informal situations. Picture this. You promised to meet your friend at 6 p.m., but arrived at 6:20. You say,
"I'm really sorry, kiddo."
"I'm really sorry." For example, "I'm really sorry for being late to the party. Traffic was awful." So, "I'm really sorry." "I'm really sorry." You can also say, "So sorry about that."
I'm so sorry about that.
"So sorry about that." Picture this. You accidentally spill your friend's drink, and you quickly grab napkins and say, "Oh, sorry about that. Let me clean it up." "So sorry about that." Or if you accidentally bump into someone, you can say, "Oh, sorry about that. I didn't see you standing there." My personal favorite is, "My bad."
It's my bad.
My bad. Imagine you send a message to the wrong group chat and you type, "Oops, my bad, that wasn't meant for this chat." And here is another great example. I didn't mean to.
I didn't mean to.
I didn't mean to. For example, "I didn't mean to. I'm really sorry. Are you okay?" And the next one, I personally use it a lot. "I messed up. Sorry." I messed up. Sorry. For example, you forget to bring an important document to a meeting. You just sigh and say, "I messed up. Sorry. I'll go grab it now." And one more here is, "Totally my fault."
Totally my fault.
Totally my fault. For example, you and your friend arrive at a movie theater and you realize that you bought tickets for the wrong day. So you say, "Totally my fault. I should have double-checked the date." And here is also, "Excuse me." Excuse me is not really a synonym for "I'm sorry." But I'm including it in this lesson so you can understand the difference. Because many English learners, they confuse "excuse me" and "I'm sorry." Actually, these phrases have different meanings. Let's break them down with examples. So when to use "excuse me"? First of all, when you want to get someone's attention. For example,
Excuse me, could we get the check, please?
"Excuse me, could we get the check, please?" Then you can use "excuse me" when you need to interrupt someone politely. For example, "Excuse me, but I think there is a mistake on my bill." When you're moving past someone, for example, when you're on a busy train, you can say, "Excuse me, could I squeeze through?" Before asking a question, you can also use "excuse me." For instance, "Excuse me, do you know where the nearest pharmacy is?" And as for "I'm sorry," you use it when you need to apologize for a mistake or accident, when you want to express sympathy, and when you regret something you did. Okay, moving on. In formal settings, like at work or in serious situations, your apologies should be polite, respectful, and professional. So here are a few ways to express a more formal apology. And the first one is, "I owe you an apology."
I owe you an apology, sir.
I owe you an apology. For example, I owe you an apology for not keeping my promise last week. Imagine you've made a commitment at work or in a personal relationship, and you just failed to follow through. I owe you an apology. You can also say, I feel terrible about this.
I feel terrible about this.
I feel terrible about this. For example, I feel terrible about this mistake I made on your project. I feel terrible about this. And the next one is, I shouldn't have done that.
I shouldn't have done that.
I shouldn't have done that. Like, imagine you acted impulsively and now you need to apologize. For example, I shouldn't have done that. I was in the wrong and I apologize. And next we have, I sincerely apologize.
Gentlemen, I sincerely apologize.
I sincerely apologize. For instance, I sincerely apologize for the delay in responding to your email. And the next one is, I truly regret this. I truly regret this. For example, I truly regret the mistake in the report and will correct it immediately. Sounds so professional. I truly regret this. And another one that I really like is, I take full responsibility.
Take full responsibility.
I take full responsibility. For instance, I take full responsibility for the mistake and will ensure it doesn't happen again. Please accept my apologies.
Please accept my apologies.
Imagine you missed something important in a meeting or work situation and you want to express regret for the mistake. For example, please accept my apologies for the oversight during the meeting. Please accept my apology. And I also want to mention pardon me.
Pardon me?
Well, in American English, I think it's pardon me, but I like pardon more. Pardon me. Pardon me while I'm burst. So pardon me is used when you didn't hear something clearly and need someone to repeat what they said. For instance, you're at a noisy party and someone says something you didn't catch, and you might say, pardon me, could you say that again? Now you know different ways to say I'm sorry in English. Try using them in real-life situations to sound more natural and confident. Thank you guys for watching this video. Don't forget to like, subscribe to my channel, and stay tuned for more language content.